It's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Sometimes you go over the top rope and you bang your head on the ring apron. Don't do that. That's when you feel like a big dope, 'cause they're the worst bumps you can be taking. Oh, it's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Sometimes you reach out for the hot tag, but then you go ahead and make your own comeback, knock it off. That's when you should quit wrestling, and you're better off rolling in thumbtacks. The hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Now double claps. I can't hear you at home. Let's go, Bob Squad. The hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Ba-da-ba-da. Whoa, Nelly. Rubbing elbows, greasing palms, schmoozing networking, movers, shakers, trendsetters, go-getters, gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Every single one of you. I'm not supposed to say, I keep saying that. I'm not supposed to say gypsies anymore. You got darn rootin' tootin', sharpshooting, gunslinging outlaws. What's going on? My name's Bob. Thank you once again for joining me at the hardest part of the ring. What are we talking about? We are talking about Monday Night Raw, May 17th, 2021. The Hulu special 90-minute action-packed Hulu edition of the not limited enough commercial interruptions. Absolutely tremendous. How was this show? Well, it's the show after the zombie show. How did they follow it up? We're going to find out. We're going to find out all about on this episode of the hardest part of the ring, the 74th episode. What's happening for is something special happening for episode 75? Perhaps something special is happening for episode 75. You don't think I'm going to give the 75th episode to just some random episode of NXT, do you? I almost did. But I won't. I'm not that kind of a man. I'm a lot of things, but I'm a fair man. Stubborn but fair. Let's open a program right away. Bobby Lashley, the champion, still the champion after Backwash, is backstage, and there's a bunch of ladies. They're not. I can't say they're scantily clad because they are clad fully, but with tight form-fitting dresses, so it's still technically PG, but it's how they get away. You understand? They're all wearing plain black dresses for the most part. Plain black dresses. Who cares? I don't know who these women are. The implication is that he's having sexual activities with these ladies. That's what they're trying to imply. That he fornicates with the 4 or the 5 of them at the same time with his genitals. Do you understand what they're trying to tell you? That's what they're trying to tell you. I didn't put it on TV. Don't be mad at me. I'm just a messenger. Okay? One of the ladies kept saying, a few of them said the word belt in reference to his championship title. Okay? He said belt. So they'll never work there again. MVP is in the ring. He has a cane, and then Lashley shows up with the ladies. They're saying belt, and Drew McIntyre shows up in his underwear, and he says he accepts Lashley's open challenge, and then Lashley's MVP says no, it's open to anyone except you and Braun. Stupid goddamn Braun Strowman. I wish he said stupid goddamn Braun Strowman, who was not on this program, or at least not on the Hulu edition of this program. That's what happens when you eat the pin. Drew punches Lashley, and the ladies cannot stop screaming. What are they screaming? Are they screaming belt? Are they screaming the word hospital? In other words, you can't say. What are they screaming? Title shot? Are they screaming feud and hate and violence? Are they screaming all the words you're not allowed to say? Blood? Okay. Are they screaming all those words? No, they were just screaming because one guy punched another guy. Well, they lost their minds. There's a tease. Alexa Bliss teases us. I could have phrased that better. With the stupid Lily doll. Oh, poor Alexa. She's trying to sell this. It's just not the same. Matt Riddle is backstage with New Day and Randy Orton, and he is trying to get them to reconcile after Randy Orton gave them the New Day his finishing maneuver a week ago. It just occurred to me, weird that there was a pay-per-view the day before this and Randy Orton wasn't on it. Just bizarre, because it's Randy Orton. Kofi accepts the challenge, and because Randy Orton is a Viper, that's the thing. People think you're literally your nickname. He used the phrase reptile dysfunction, which is hilarious, makes me laugh every time, so points to Kofi Kingston for there. So they set up Orton versus Kofi, and that's going to happen later. Alexa Bliss is talking to the new tag team champions, Natalya and Tamina, who were not on or even mentioned on WrestleMania back here the day before. And nothing happened. I started fast forwarding. I'm like, guys, come on now. She said creepy things, and a Lily doll, and Tamina and Natalya looked at each other and looked uncomfortable, as if they were watching it, like I was. And everybody tried. Everybody failed because the hill was just too steep to climb there. They should cancel wrestling. I think. I think we're done. We're probably okay. Oh, let's come back to reality here. Randy Orton wrestles Kofi Kingston. Great match. Two pros. I like the headlocks. I believe there might have been an errant leapfrog attempt. Kofi likes to do the regular leapfrog and then like a sideways one. And I think Orton just kind of crashed into the side of his hip or his butt. But Orton is so awesome. He's such a pro. He just rolls out and sells it. Like that was the plan of the move. And then he went back in, cut off. Or Kofi came out after him. Orton cut him off, and they went back to business. And it was terrific. That's why Randy Orton is one of the greatest of all time. Every worker, all the great ones make mistakes. It's how you handle them is what makes you great. You can't think, the greatest workers, they have no botches. Oh, really? It happens. Okay. Orton is Orton on a paper. So Orton gets Randy Orton, a 14-time world champion, got distracted by a trombone that was playing, but he got rolled up and pinned. So wrestling's over. It's done. Let's move on. Let's just make more Law and Order SVU. Be done with it. I wrote 1, 2, 3, LOL. Match gets 64 stars. Matt Riddle actually gets mad and shoves Xavier Woods to the ground. How about that? Oh. If you couldn't see them setting up Orton and Riddle versus New Day, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, you also shouldn't be watching wrestling if you haven't seen what's coming, because they need to make draw this out. So I imagine next week is Orton Riddle versus New Day, or if they really have nothing to do with that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, they'll do the match there. Sonya Deville is in a suit, I probably with Adam Pearce, and she's got Lana, Naomi, and Mandy and Dana, the sexy muscle friends, and they're fighting over a tag team title. Blah blah blah. And Charlotte walks in, and she's still dressed in the same outfit from the day before, which I thought was a dude thing, but no, she's still rocking it. And Rhea shows up, and then the two tag teams just kind of all run away, which makes that seem important. So now it's Rhea and Charlotte arguing with Sonya and Pierce standing there. And of course, Charlotte's making the obvious argument, well, I shouldn't lose a title opportunity, if you will, because I wasn't pinned in a blah-blah-blah match. And we know where this is going. They love to shoot holes and deconstruct their own logic. And the three-way in recent years is the biggest culprit of that. They'll make this match and then spend not only the weeks building up, but the weeks following to explain why it's actually no fair and doesn't make any sense. Especially when they got like a year ago or two, whatever, they got rid of the automatic rematch rule, which makes even less sense. So someone can pin someone else for your championship, and you still go to the back of the line. Yeah, why? I don't. It's bad enough someone can beat someone else for your championship. We've grown to accept that over the years, and you're still not even a contender for. Why would you not at least get a rematch? Yeah. Rules for the sake of rules. Get rid of all the rules we need, like countouts. The Tag Team Women's Championship. Yikes, this one's a downer, huh? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying to get through this. Make it as good as I can. The tag team champions, Natalia and Tamina, the women tag team champions, wrestle Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, who they automatically get a title shot, negating the rule I just explained. Because Nia Jax is on a team. Can anyone explain that? We just took time the segment before to explain there's no automatic rematches. We go immediately to an automatic rematch. Anyway, this match ends when Alexa Bliss, who's 5 feet tall and not involved in the match, comes out with a doll and laughs, and then one of the ring posts explodes, and Shayna is distracted, and then walks into the other tag team's finisher move, and Natalya and Tamina are still the champions because somebody else made a corner of the ring explode, and the Reginald guy is selling his eyes, and his face is melting off, but no one's coming out to help him. Because if we're not helping you for 48 zombies, we're not helping the Somalian guy for having his face melted. I know he's not from Somalia. They kept calling him the Somalia or whatever, and I was like, I don't think it matters what country he's from, but all right. So that's what happened. Alexa Bliss used her voodoo to make the ring explode, sort of, and that's how the match ended. The previous match ended with a champion getting distracted by a trombone. So we've had two matches, trombone, the ring explode, and those are the finishes. Wrestling's dead, dude. It's over. Sheamus is very upset with Ricochet because Ricochet took his hat and his coat. Ricochet is talking to a blonde lady, and he brags about being a thief, and then he mocks Sheamus's Irish accent, which is racist. And Corey Graves said local medical facility, but I think he said it with kind of a smirk, like you could kind of hear it in his voice. So I thought I enjoyed that. Anyway, Ricochet wrestles Sheamus. Ricochet's wearing Dockers or like black khakis for some. Anyway, he gets pinned with the bro kick. Very good match though. And I like that look on Ricochet. I thought I hated it for 2 seconds. I'm like, well, he looks preposterous. He looks like he just took his shirt off on a casual day at the office. And then I know this actually works for him. Better than the super colorful, I'm a superhero, yay, gimmick. Yeah, it worked for me. I don't know why the look did. I don't know why him stealing things. Anyway, he lost clean with a bro kick. So that was that. Right before it, Sheamus caught Ricochet with a bro kick or a knee. It's hard to tell because he does this knee now, which looks like the kick. And the referee hit 3, but Ricochet kind of kicked out. That's okay. That's not a big deal. The reason being, it makes sense that if a guy kicks out at 2 7/8, it makes sense that the ref's hand would still hit the mat most of the time anyway. The ref can still say it's a 2 just because his hand hits the mat doesn't mean it's magically a 3. It just means I'm telling you it's a 2. I'm the referee. So, I mean, it's really fine. Not a big deal. T-Bar and Mace are backstage and they're talking. I don't know why. Charlotte and Asuka wrestle each other. How about that? And they do the Raw version of like the awesome, just like I think it was Asuka and Rhea Ripley the week before. It's like when it's on Raw, I'm not even excited anymore. I'm like, well, that sounds amazing on paper. It's not going to be. They're going to do a couple of things for 2 minutes, and somebody, whoever the third party is going to get involved. In this case, Rhea Ripley did, and Asuka ends up rolling up Charlotte for the 1-2-3. Match gets 40,000 stars. Ricochet and Sheamus got 3,488 stars. The Tag Team Championship Women's match got negative 28 stars. Okay, just so we're staying, in case you're keeping score. John Morrison is talking to the Irish guy, and John Morrison is not dead or a zombie in this, so they didn't keep continuity. That's the answer. They brushed it off, but he said he didn't know where The Miz was or if The Miz was alive, so they kept with that. But Damian Priest wrestles John Morrison in a lumberjack match. But with no zombies, just actual, I almost said actual lumberjacks. No, they don't really cut down wood, so no. But a lumberjack match, for those of you younger fans, is a match where two men hate each other so badly that the only way to resolve this violent blood feud is to fight in a ring surrounded by all the guys whose careers aren't going so well. And those guys, if you go out of the ring, they'll sometimes throw you back in if they feel like it. It's a lumberjack match. Priest wins. 19 stars. The blonde lady is talking to Damian Priest right afterwards, and Priest says, hey, you know what? Now with Miz and Morrison behind me, I may just accept Lashley's open challenge. And he didn't. So that was good. Bobby Lashley has an open challenge. It is accepted by Kofi Kingston, who wrestled already on this show against Randy Orton. And Xavier Woods wrestled no times. All right. Anyway, that's a 3-hour show. Let's make people go overtime. Kofi and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and Hulu was playing like a 2-week-old episode of Raw, and it was just Lashley beating up Cedric Alexander. So I had no idea what the hell was going on. So I had to fix it. And I watched the contest, and again, good match, 2 pros. Nothing, no story to tell here really. Drew McIntyre comes out in his underwear, does not summon Thundercats, but he takes MVP's cane and he hits Lashley in the throat with it or something, and Kofi rolls up Bobby Lashley, and Kofi Kingston pins Bobby Lashley. There you go. And New Day celebrates with Drew McIntyre. I gotta imagine there'll be a 6-man of some sort. I don't think it'll be Lashley teaming with Riddle and Orton. Now, yeah, it will. Who cares? But I think Lashley would, ideally, you would have had Lashley with Cedric and Shelton versus New Day and Drew, but now you broke that. Oh, yeah, during the Lumberjack match, Cedric and Shelton attacked one another, and I thought they were staying friends. And then the Lucha House Party broke up that fight as a team, and I thought they had broken up. Wrestling's over. It's time. We need to can't make that Danhausen guy from ROH champion of everything. Give him like $2 million, right? And just cancel wrestling and be done with it. AEW can go. WWE can go. Let NWA stick around. What are they doing? You know, they're not hurting anybody. Impact can go. And I don't know. Japan can do whatever the hell it wants. I don't give a shit. So that's over. The 75th episode is going to be hopefully a much bigger pick-me-up. What's going on? Yeah, if you haven't, please go to Chasing 80s Toys on YouTube. Chris Miwa did an outstanding job. Outstanding job, Chris, on the video for the Bob's toy collection. I was in the middle of making some Sun Bob episode, and yep, I was at it all weekend, and I'm not finished with the damn thing. It's just going to be long. It's going to be like a 25-minute episode with no commercial interruptions. Not even for Diet Dr. Pepper, which sponsors this podcast. Diet Dr. Pepper tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper. Go to coca-cola.com/Dr. Pepper. Enter the promo code hardest part of the ring. Nothing happens. I don't even know if there's a place for a promo code there. For what? You just go to the store and buy it. Who cares? Or not. It's all right. Is it Dr. Pepper Zero? I haven't tried that yet, but I'll let you know. I'm old, I'm cranky, everything hurts, and diet soda tastes good to me now. Everything's different. Everything is so different. My feet hurt. Anyway, thank you for listening to the 74th episode of The Hardest Part of the Ring. It is what it is. I am what I am and what I am. At the end of the day, like it or not, win, lose, or draw, cross your eyes and dye your T's. Just being the best Bob I can be, if you know what I mean. And I think that you don't. On the hardest part of the ring. Ba-da-ba-da.